Welcome to His Roots Homestead. This week we're going to be working on mowing our field. It's about 4 acres, and this field has a bit of history. About 200 years ago it was used as a cow pasture, and the rock wall surrounding our whole property is about 200 years old. At some point the homestead was abandoned and the field was only used as hay field. The original owner that built the home that we're in now, he had horses in the field and also was able to get about 190 square bales of hay. After the original owner sold the home, the next couple of owners abandoned the field and a lot of weeds came up, a lot of little trees. As you can see here, this is the field from the spring. We decided to burn it just to cut down on the tick population and also to try to regenerate the field, kill the weeds, and hopefully bring back the hay. At this point, my daughter's learning how to run the tractor and the brush hog. At some point, I'm going to learn what the best pattern is to quickly mow this. I think it ended up taking about 3 or 4 hours to mow this entire field, but that was with me experimenting and being careful not to hit any rocks that are in the field. There's only one little rock outcropping. Since I'm new to brush hogging, it took me a while to realize that that little black lever sitting at the end of the top link is your floating mechanism so that the brush hog will not dig down into the ground too much. At this point, it's running the way it should, and I've greatly reduced the amount of scarring that I've done to the field. Where this video was taken in the corner is basically where the camera is right now. So this little clip here was taken off to the right where we're mowing. I think it's one of the lower spots on the field. Here's a photo taken from the top of the barn while we were replacing the roof. You can see the field in the foreground there. It's kind of junky looking. In the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be picking up some cedar mulch from a local lumber yard and really covering all of the fruit trees and the blueberry trees. And then we're going to be putting T-posts in the ground with some sort of rope fencing to hopefully deter their deer from getting in there and eating the leaves from the apple trees as well as the raspberries. The Cornish Cross chickens are enjoying the fresh cut grass. I would think within a week or two they'll need to be moved. It's difficult to tell here from this perspective. I should have put the camera down lower. There's probably 20 or so saplings that are about 5 feet tall, and they're all congregating in this area, so I'm really happy to get this area mowed. Looked like a lot of wild raspberries were starting to grow up as well. At this point, I decided to leave our property and take a ride down the trail that connects to another field. And the whole time I was recording, later to find out that it actually wasn't recording or didn't save, but I happened to see in the other field that there were about 5 deer grazing, and another had jumped out in front of the tractor. I think I am going to need to mow the field at least one more time before winter comes, just to cut down on that weed population. And it's going to be really interesting to see how the field looks health-wise next year. I may end up burning it again in the spring as well, and if I do, I'll be sure to record that.